Hey guys, welcome back. And today I have a really great video in store. I'm going to talk about tools that every new homeowner should have. Now, you don't need to spend a ton of money on these things, but I think it's pretty important that you have these items. The second video that I'm going to do is more about, the ancillary things, the things that you can wait on for a few months. So we're going to start off with these right here. Now, before we get to this, I want to talk about something, at least in my opinion, that it's the most important part of tools. Now, it's not the name or the brand or the country of origin, anything like that. The most important thing is this. You could take the hammer. How does it feel? How does it feel in your hand? So any tool really has to feel good. Is it nicely balanced? When the tool feels good, it means your confidence is going to be there and your skill level is going to increase. And if you're confident in using it, well, you're going to use it a lot more. So really, that's the most important thing, is how it feels. So the first one we're going to talk about, of course, is a hammer. There's 101 uses for this. Of course, you can, drive in nails. Your baseboard comes out. You need to put a finishing nail in there. There's, like I said, 100 different uses for this. Very, very important to have. Next are screwdrivers. You want a flathead and you want a Phillips head. 99% of the screws are either going to be flathead or Phillips head. Go ahead and get one of each and you'll be set. Next are vice grips. Really important to have. Really great to have on hand. You just open it up and, just like the name says, put it on there and clamp it down. That is going to stay in place. And then our old friends are channel locks. They can go from a narrow opening, we'll slide that open. We have a large opening right there. It's great for pipes and anything else that you need to loosen up or tighten up. Have a nice pair of wire cutters, nice and sharp. Of course, you can do 100 different things with this, but wire cutters are really important to have. And then a normal pair of pliers. You can get small things with that or just open it up. That opens up the gap a little bit. Lots of things can be done with a good pair of pliers. And sticking with the pliers, of course, some needle nose pliers, right? You have to get down there in those little areas. Maybe you drop something down in there and, need to retrieve it, in those little areas like that. Also great for fishing too. A good pair of needle nose pliers always comes in handy. All right, moving on. Next, we have some box cutters here, case cutters. Really important. You get those Amazon boxes, you get tons of boxes all the time. It's really important to have these on hand. And also remember to order some extra blades as well. Something else important to have, tape measures. Look at this. I have 1, 2, 5. I got 5 different kinds of tape measures. I have a couple 12-foot ones. I have one with a level right there. Just push it like that. It works really well. This one right here kind of wraps around like that. Very flexible. And also a 25-footer. Now, I suggest you get a 25-footer because a lot of times, you have a 12-footer, really doesn't go too far. Recommend getting a 25-footer. Next is to have a good socket set. Now, I'm missing some of these around here, but I think you get the point. We have standard over here. We have metric over here. Very important. Let's see if I can find it. 10 millimeter. All right. Very important that you hold on to this. There's so many things that 10 millimeter fits. And if you can, also remember to get some extensions as well, because you never know, you're working on the car, that thing is way down in there, you're gonna need an extension. And you can see right here, I tape 2 extensions right here to make it even longer. And this is just one box of these things. I just kind of collect these over the years. I have different sizes. I have metric, I have standard in here. I have a big swivel one right there. Just make sure that you get a good set. All right, we're moving forward. So next is a good stud finder. This one works pretty well. Really don't have any complaints about it, but you know what? Get a good stud finder. You're gonna hang pictures, you're gonna mount your TV on the wall. You're gonna need a good stud finder. And you wanna make sure that your pictures are level, wanna make sure that your TV is level. Level comes in really handy. And while you're doing that, you wanna be safe, you wanna cover your eyes. Get some safety glasses, some goggles. Maybe you're gonna be installing a ceiling fan or a light up there. You're gonna do some yard work. You're gonna use a string trimmer or an edger. Safety glasses or goggles. very important to have. And of course, you want to have a variety of nails and screws. This is just part of it. This is maybe about actually 10% of what I have, but have some, ooh, that one down there. Have some finishing nails, gotta pick that up. Might have a flat tire, right? Got some screws right here. Have a box I haven't even opened yet. These are 1-inch nails. 2-inch nails right here. Just go to the hardware store, just grab a few boxes here and there. Make sure that you have some fasteners like this. All right, folks, we're in the home stretch. All kinds of tape, right? We want to have all kinds of tape. You know, maybe you just moved into your new home and you might still have some packing tape. Always important to have on hand. And here we have electrical tape. We have Scotch tape, right? For those, you know, those last minute things, those presents, anything that you need Scotch tape. Obviously it doesn't need to be Scotch tape. I got this at Ace, but something like this is gonna help. And of course, plumber's tape or plumbing tape, right? We just take that out there, put that on the threads. Maybe something's going on underneath the sink that you need to take care of. Always good to have on hand. And of course, my favorite is Gorilla Tape. Have a whole pack of it. Haven't even opened it yet. But this goes along the lines of duct tape. Really important to have something like this, you know, something really, really strong around there. And we can't talk about duct tape without talking about WD-40. You know, there's a saying, if it moves but shouldn't, use duct tape. If it doesn't move but should, use WD-40. And along the same line is white lithium grease. Very, very good to have on hand. WD-40 is a kind of a good cleaner, but if you really want to lubricate things up, especially metal on metal, you want to have white lithium grease. And of course, with all this tape right here, especially with the packing tape, you're going to need to cut it. It's always great to have some scissors on hand. Really important to have. All right, we're moving forward here. Next is to have some good flashlights. Check this one out. This can go from you know, from small right there to kind of big. Flashlights, very good to have. You know, got these kind of cheapo ones at Walmart. I live in Florida. You know, hurricane season really needs to go some good flashlights. And this one is kind of a cool one. This is what my kids used to play with, but you know what? It still works. It's a wind-up one right here. But make sure that you have some good flashlights. And next is that you have some good multi-use knives as well. As you can see here, you know, here's a knife, here's a serrated one, got some little scissors right there, a little can opener. You can use that for a flathead screwdriver, and check this out, you can even pick your teeth with that. Isn't that cool? Got a little pick right there. Got my Winchester one right here, have a pair of pliers. You know, here's a blade right here, flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, can opener, another little blade right there. And then this one is a Leatherman. You know, you have all these tools and attachments on here. So if you can, get yourself a multi-use tool like this. Again, you may have heard it like a Swiss Army knife, but they come in pretty handy. And next, I highly encourage you to get a step ladder. Believe me, if you're a new homeowner, you're gonna be hanging pictures and your TV. You're gonna need to reach up into those high places. Believe me, these things really come in handy. All right, folks, last thing on our list is a plunger. Yes, let's not forget about the plunger, because believe me when I say this, very few things in life strike fear into the heart of humanity more than a clogged toilet that's overflowing. Remember to get a good plunger. I recommend one of these right here, kind of the old-fashioned kind, like you see right here. These are good for, you know, sinks and things like that, but for toilets, you want to get this kind right here with the bellows. This will certainly unclog your toilet. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Video number 2 is going to be coming up in just a little while. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. I always appreciate it. Have a great day.